Could your favorite superfood be doing more harm than good? Let's talk about avocados, those rich, creamy fruits that have become a global health sensation. Americans alone are now eating over 8 pounds per person each year. They're packed with heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, fiber, potassium, and essential nutrients. But here's the twist. Despite their impressive nutrient profile, avocados could be silently sabotaging your health if you're making one of 6 common and surprisingly risky mistakes. It's a striking paradox. Millions reach for avocados, believing they're making one of the smartest choices for their diet. But without realizing it, many are putting themselves at risk for everything from digestive trouble to serious allergic reactions. Social media has glorified avocados to the point of obsession. People are tossing them into smoothies, spreading them on toast, and even using them in desserts, often with little understanding of the potential downsides. Hello, I am Barbara O'Neill. As someone who has spent over a decade studying nutrition and food safety, I see avocados as a perfect example of how even the healthiest foods can become harmful when misused. You see, just because a food is natural or nutrient-rich doesn't mean it's right for everyone, or that more is always better. Today we're going to pull back the curtain on 6 common mistakes people make with avocados. These are all backed by peer-reviewed science and could be quietly derailing your health goals, or worse, putting your well-being at risk. Now, if you're ready to learn how to enjoy this wonderful fruit the right way, to truly get the benefits without falling into the hidden traps, go ahead and press that like button. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Do you eat avocados daily, weekly, or perhaps you're a guacamole lover? Let's explore how to make this superfood work for your body, not against it. Let's kick things off with mistake number 1, ignoring the hidden toxin, persin exposure. Here's something most people don't know. Every part of the avocado plant contains a natural fungicide called persin. It's part of the plant's defense system and is found in the leaves, bark, pit, and even the skin, all in much higher concentrations than the flesh we typically eat. While the levels in ripe fruit are considered safe for most people, persin is still present in small amounts. Now, why should you care? In a laboratory study published in toxicology journals, avocado extract was found to cause DNA damage in human white blood cells under in vitro conditions. In other words, when cells were exposed to this compound in a petri dish, it showed genotoxic effects, damage to genetic material. Now, don't panic. This doesn't mean eating guacamole will mutate your cells. The human body, especially the liver, is quite skilled at processing these kinds of compounds, but it does raise important questions about long-term daily consumption, especially for people with liver conditions or sensitivities. What's more concerning is how persin affects animals. In birds, it can cause rapid heartbeat, breathing issues, and even death. In mammals like goats and horses, large doses have been linked to inflammation of mammary glands and heart problems. While humans are generally more resilient, the variation in individual sensitivity is real. The takeaway? Never eat avocado leaves, bark, or seeds, even in powdered or tea form. If you eat avocados regularly, consider following a cycle like 5 days on, 2 days off to give your body a break. And stay mindful of symptoms such as persistent fatigue, digestive issues, or skin flare-ups, which could be your body's way of waving a red flag. Up next, mistake number 2, the calorie trap, overeating avocados and unintentional weight gain. When healthy becomes too much, avocados have a stellar reputation in the wellness world, and for good reason. But behind that health halo lies a surprising truth. They're incredibly calorie dense. A single large avocado clocks in at around 320 calories, making it easy to overdo it without realizing. Here's where things get tricky. While avocados can support weight management, that benefit hinges entirely on portion size, something many health-conscious eaters overlook. In fact, studies show a more complex picture than most social media posts suggest. One study, published in the Journal of the American Heart Association, followed participants who ate 1 avocado per day for 6 months. The result? No weight gain. But that doesn't mean more is better. It just means moderation works. Another large-scale study, the Adventist Health Study, found that people who ate avocados tended to have lower body weight. But here's the catch. Those benefits showed up with small servings, around 32 grams per day, or just a quarter of a medium avocado. Mistake number 3, the cross-reactivity crisis, latex fruit syndrome. Millions of people with latex allergies may also react to certain fruits, and avocados are near the top of the list. This reaction happens due to cross-reactivity, when the immune system mistakes similar proteins in different substances as the same threat. In this case, proteins found in avocados closely resemble those in natural rubber latex. Avocados contain class 1 chitinases and patatin-like proteins, both structurally similar to the latex allergen hevin. So when someone with a latex allergy eats an avocado, their immune system may misfire, triggering symptoms that range from mild to life-threatening. Who's at risk? Anyone with a known latex allergy, of course, but also healthcare workers, cleaning professionals, food handlers, and others with frequent latex exposure. Many people don't even realize they have a latex sensitivity until they experience a reaction to foods like avocados, bananas, or kiwis. Symptoms may start with itching or tingling in the mouth and throat, swelling of the lips, tongue, or face, localized rashes. But in some cases, it can escalate into widespread hives, trouble breathing, rapid heartbeat or dizziness, anaphylaxis, a life-threatening emergency. In fact, studies show that up to 53% of people with latex allergies test positive for avocado-specific IgE antibodies, making it one of the most common trigger foods in this group. If you have a latex allergy or suspect you might, talk to an allergist before continuing avocado consumption, and consider allergy testing to stay safe. Mistake number 4, storage and contamination, a hidden food safety risk. This next one doesn't get nearly enough attention, but it's critical. Improper storage and handling of avocados can expose you to dangerous bacteria, even before you cut them open. Why? Because avocados grow in hot, humid climates, which create ideal conditions for harmful pathogens. Their thick, bumpy skin may look like armor, but it actually harbors tiny crevices where bacteria like Salmonella, Listeria monocytogenes, and E. coli can settle in. What's worse, most people don't wash avocados before slicing into them. That's a problem. When you cut through the skin, the knife can carry bacteria from the surface straight into the flesh. Food safety agencies, including the FDA, have warned about this. In fact, tests on avocados sold in supermarkets have revealed contamination on both skin and pulp. If the fruit isn't washed properly or stored too long after cutting, the risk of bacterial illness rises sharply. Here's how to reduce your risk. Always rinse avocados under running water and scrub gently, even if you don't eat the skin. Use a clean knife and cutting surface. Once cut, refrigerate immediately and consume within 1 to 2 days. Never leave sliced avocado at room temperature for extended periods. While the risk of severe illness is relatively low, it's not zero, especially for older adults, pregnant women, or those with weakened immune systems. Proper handling can make all the difference. Mistake number 5, medication interactions, a hidden risk. Most doctors miss. Avocados may seem harmless, but they can cause serious complications when mixed with certain medications, a fact rarely mentioned in routine medical consultations. The first area of concern involves blood thinners, such as warfarin, Coumadin, and newer anticoagulants like dabigatran and rivaroxaban. Avocados contain moderate levels of vitamin K, a nutrient essential for blood clotting. These medications work by limiting vitamin K activity to prevent dangerous clots. That's why consistency is key. Your doctor adjusts your dosage based on your regular vitamin K intake. Suddenly increasing avocado consumption can tip the scale in the wrong direction, reducing your medication's effectiveness and increasing the risk of clotting. On the flip side, if you've been eating avocados regularly and stop abruptly, your blood may become too thin, raising the risk of internal bleeding. Either scenario can have dangerous, even life-threatening consequences. But that's not all. Avocados are also potassium powerhouses, with around 975 milligrams of potassium per cup, far more than bananas. For people taking medications like ACE inhibitors, e.g. lisinopril, ARBs, e.g. losartan, or potassium-sparing diuretics, e.g. spironolactone, this can become a problem. These medications already raise potassium levels in the blood. Adding too many avocados can tip you into hyperkalemia, a condition where potassium levels become dangerously high. Symptoms include irregular heartbeat, muscle weakness, nausea, and in severe cases, cardiac arrest. There's a third concern, especially for people managing type 2 diabetes. Avocados are rich in dietary fiber, which is generally a good thing, but in this case it can slow the absorption of oral diabetes medications, possibly making them less effective. The result? Blood sugar levels that are harder to control, even if you're sticking to your medication regimen. Additionally, while the monounsaturated fats in avocados are often praised for their metabolic benefits, they can also enhance insulin sensitivity, which may pose a risk for individuals taking insulin or sulfonylurea medications. Improved sensitivity might sound like a positive effect, but in this case, it can lead to unexpected drops in blood sugar, resulting in symptoms like dizziness, weakness, or even hypoglycemia. If you take any medication regularly, especially for diabetes, it's essential to consult your healthcare provider before making avocados a daily staple. Mistake number 6, overlooking individual sensitivity and tolerance. This final mistake is one of the most underestimated, yet it can have profound health consequences, ignoring how your body personally reacts to avocados. Everyone's tolerance is different, and reactions can vary widely depending on genetics, existing health conditions, and even age. Unfortunately, many people assume that because avocados are healthy, they must be universally safe, but that's not always true. 1. Digestive sensitivities. Avocados are high in fiber, with a whole fruit providing around 13.5 grams. While fiber is beneficial, it can cause bloating, gas, and abdominal discomfort in individuals with sensitive digestive systems or those not used to a high-fiber diet. For some, this can also lead to irregular bowel movements, including constipation or diarrhea. 2. FODMAP concerns. Avocados contain sorbitol, a type of sugar alcohol and known FODMAP, fermentable carbohydrate. People with IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, or SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, are particularly sensitive to FODMAPs. Even small servings can trigger episodes of bloating, severe cramping, flatulence, and days of digestive discomfort. 3. Histamine intolerance. As avocados ripen, their histamine content increases. For those with histamine intolerance, a condition where the body struggles to break down histamine, consuming ripe or overripe avocados can lead to symptoms like headaches, rashes, nasal congestion, digestive upset, and even anxiety-like symptoms. 4. Oral allergy syndrome, OAS. Some individuals with pollen allergies, particularly birch pollen, may develop a cross-reaction when consuming avocados. This condition, known as oral allergy syndrome, typically results in itching, tingling, or swelling in the mouth and throat. While generally mild, it can sometimes progress to more serious reactions. 5. Genetic factors. Genetic differences can influence how well your body handles certain compounds in avocados. For example, some individuals may have enzyme variants that affect fat metabolism or make them more reactive to plant-based compounds like pinene, also found in pine nuts and herbs. This means one person may thrive on avocados while another may feel sluggish, bloated, or uncomfortable after eating the same portion. 6. Age-related changes. As we age, digestive enzyme production naturally declines, making high-fat foods like avocado harder to break down. This can lead to slower digestion, nausea, or gastrointestinal heaviness, especially when consumed in large portions or on an empty stomach. How to identify your sensitivity. The key is self-awareness and tracking. Keep a simple food journal noting what you ate, how much, when you ate it, any symptoms in the next 24 to 48 hours. This will help you spot patterns and adjust your intake accordingly. Next, the benefits. When done right. After reviewing these 6 important mistakes, you might be wondering, are avocados still worth it? The answer is yes, absolutely, as long as you consume them wisely and in moderation. Avocados remain one of the most nutrient-dense, heart-healthy foods you can include in your diet. Their content of oleic acid, a monounsaturated fat, has been shown to lower LDL, bad cholesterol, and support higher HDL, good cholesterol, key factors in cardiovascular protection. In fact, a large-scale review found that regular avocado consumption was associated with a 16% to 22% reduction in the risk of heart disease and coronary artery disease. With nearly 1,000 milligrams of potassium per cup, avocados also help regulate blood pressure and counteract sodium intake, an important benefit for those at risk of hypertension. However, as discussed earlier, people on certain heart medications should consult their doctors due to the potassium content. Avocados are also rich in antioxidants, including lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 rare compounds that support eye health, reduce oxidative stress, and may protect against age-related vision decline. These nutrients are concentrated in the retina and have been shown to help reduce the risk of age-related macular degeneration, a leading cause of vision loss. But avocados don't just deliver nutrients, they also help you absorb more of them. One of the most overlooked benefits of avocados is their ability to enhance the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, E, and K, and carotenoids from other foods. In fact, studies show that adding avocado to a salad can increase carotenoid absorption by 3 to 5 times compared to salads without any fat source. So what's the ideal amount? For most people, the sweet spot for avocado consumption is 1/3 to 1/2 of a medium avocado, about 3 to 4 times per week. This amount strikes the perfect balance between getting the benefits while minimizing any potential risks. Next, now that you understand both the risks and the rewards of eating avocados, let's talk implementation. The goal here is to create a personalized, sustainable strategy that works with your unique health profile. 1. Start with a health baseline. Before making avocados a regular part of your diet, take stock of any current health conditions, allergies, or medications. If you're managing diabetes, blood pressure, or have known food sensitivities, speak to your doctor or dietitian first. Avocados are nutrient-rich, but they can interact with medications or underlying conditions in unexpected ways. 2. Ease in gradually. If you're new to regular avocado consumption, begin slowly. Start with just a few slices, roughly 1/4 of a medium avocado, every other day. Monitor how your body responds. Keep a simple food diary noting what you ate and any physical symptoms within 24 to 48 hours. This helps identify tolerance levels or hidden sensitivities early on. 3. Prioritize food safety. Safe handling is essential. Wash the entire avocado under cold water before cutting, even if you won't eat the skin. Use clean knives and cutting boards to avoid cross-contamination. Refrigerate cut avocado immediately and consume within 2 to 3 days. Never leave sliced avocado at room temperature for more than 1 hour. Control your portions. Use measuring tools or a kitchen scale at first to understand what a healthy portion looks like. 1/3 of a medium avocado is about 50 grams and contains approximately 80 to 100 calories. Overeating even healthy fats can stall weight goals or interact with medications. 5. Cycle your consumption. Rather than eating avocados every single day, try a rotation schedule, such as 3 days on, 2 days off. This gives your body time to process bioactive compounds and helps prevent buildup or sensitivity issues over time. Recap. 6 critical mistakes to avoid. Let's quickly review the top pitfalls people make with avocados. Persine exposure, ignoring the natural plant toxin that exists in skin, leaves, and seeds. Calorie overload, forgetting how energy-dense avocados are, and overdoing portion sizes. Latex cross-reactivity, not realizing the link between avocado and latex allergies. Improper storage, leaving cut avocados at room temperature, allowing bacteria to grow. Medication interactions, overlooking the effects on blood thinners, potassium levels, and diabetes meds. Ignoring individual sensitivity, dismissing how your body uniquely responds to avocados. Final thoughts. When enjoyed. Safely, avocados are a nutritional powerhouse. Yes, there are risks, but with the right knowledge and habits, avocados can absolutely be a smart, health-supportive food choice. When eaten in proper portions, stored safely and tailored to your body's needs, they offer a wealth of benefits, from cardiovascular support to better nutrient absorption and even improved vision. Have you been making any of these avocado mistakes without realizing it? Ever had symptoms you couldn't explain until now? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story might help someone else. And if you found this guide helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more evidence-based nutrition insights. Share this with a fellow avocado lover. You could help them avoid a costly health mistake. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next episode where we'll uncover the hidden pros and cons of another trendy superfood.